Not this year. He's not gonna get me this year. Nothing is gonna make me get out of this bed. Nothing. Told you I wouldn't get out of bed. I'm staying right here. Nothing's gonna get me out of here. Oh God. Too much iced tea before bed. Oh, my bladder is about to burst. Oh, damn. Guess I gotta get up. Damn. Come on, Easy. Let me out. No, I'm not doing that. You know what time of year it is. You're going to have to sooner or later. Why fight the inevitable? No, forget that, man. You're evil. You just want to kill me and take over the world. No, I just want to review something spooky for Halloween, that's all. I don't want to kill you. Much? World domination? That's really not my thing. Now come on. Quit beating around the bush and let me out, Easy! I still don't trust you. I won't do it. What's going on? The pain. I really didn't want to have to do this, but you made me. When did I get this? Ooh, you got a problem. See, that mark of death, that doesn't look very good. See, now you've got a tough decision to make. You can either sit there and die a gruesome death, or you can let me out and I can... Ooh. I was hoping that would take a little longer, but kind of killed him almost instantly. Well, he didn't get much exercise, and he ate a lot of junk food, so he wasn't in the best condition to start with. Oh well, whatever works, I guess. Alley-oop! I'm free! Free at last! There's only one thing missing. Showtime! Welcome back to Tokuween, Toku Faithful. I, of course, am your favorite Toku horror host, Another Easy Rider. Well, or should I say that other me, asked a while back on Twitter, well, when it was still called Twitter, what you wanted to see with this year's installment of Tokuween. And you decided almost unanimously for more GARO. And well, I aim to please. We've been through Season 1, we've attended the Red Requiem, and we've even peeked into the past of a certain Dark Knight. But now it's time to look ahead to the next chapter of The Golden Wolf. This is GARO Makai Senki. Aired in 2011, in October fittingly enough, GARO Makai Flash Night picks up right after the events of the first season, Red Requiem, and the prequel Kiba. Much like a horror movie sequel, the second season really upped the ante. More blood, more beast, and more well, you'll see. You'll also see a lot of familiar faces, and some new ones as we go along. Alright, horror hunters, put the little ones to bed because this show's for the big kids. Roll it, Remo. You see, I did the cool pose, the cool catchphrase and everything, and now you're going to make me get up and put the... You know what? Some robot friend you are. I have to do everything around here. We start out with one of those good old silhouette flashbacks this show is known to do. Someone goes to light a cigarette and someone puts his lights out, for good. We then see this lighter has been around, almost like it's cursed or something. We then cut to Japanese Paul Schaefer here, who swipes it from an antique shop. But he doesn't get very far as some street toughs block his way.
全部バレてますから。
え？何が？
アナ、お前本当に逃げるの下手だな。
片桐さん。
They then treat him to a video on their laptop. Which Saw sequel is this one? Dang, what could they possibly be showing him to make him react like that?
Baby shark do-do-do-do-do-do, baby shark do-do-do-do-do-do, baby shark do-do-do-do-do-do, baby shark.
Yeah! Now that's scary. We pause this torture for some fan service. Sorry, but I can only hint at what's going on here on YouTube. If you want to see the full uncut thing, go to the website. The thugs find the lighter he swiped and one of them lights a cigarette with it, and then this happens.
ロナレイ、かつ世間はモルサ。
誰だ？
The horror asks if he wants power, and like an idiot, he agrees to it in exchange for his soul. He then gets taken over by said horror. Well, we had fan service. Time for some gratuitous violence. The mob boss tries shooting this new monster, but has that ever worked in a scary movie? Ooh, I've always wanted to do this. Goodbye, mwah, and good night. Bang! The next day, hey, it's our favorite artist / horror babe, Kaoru. There, you bellyachers, I finally learned how to say her name right. Happy? Damn well better be. She decides to go and wake up Gonza, who you remember as the Alfred Pennyworth of this show, as he's Koga's personal butler.
カオル様。失礼いたしました。いらっしゃいませ。
ゴンザさん、甲賀は帰ってきた？
それがまだでございます。今日か明日にはお戻りになるはずですが、申し訳ございません。
ゴンザさんのせいじゃないわ。
Well, maybe don't wake a man up like that. That's just rude. Bitch.
ねえ、火を貸してくれない？お兄さん、一人？
メンソール味か。
Remember, Toku Faithful, smoking is bad for you. No matter how cool it makes you look, nothing good comes from it. Hold on a sec. Get with the times, Remo. This is vaping, not smoking. It's totally different. No negative downsides or bad health issues. Don't be so sus, bruh. Meanwhile, this guy alerts the boss lady here that a new horror is loose. She calls in the one man who can get the job done. Our hero for the show, Koga Corpse Killer Saejima. I'm still working on finding Koga the perfect nickname. If you have any, leave them in the comments below and I'll totally steal them. Okay? His trusty talking ring Zaruba tells him it's a horror called Cigarette, a horror that seduces humans. Once Koga tracks it down, the horror laughs him off, clearly having no idea who he's messing with.
よせ俺が食らうのはいらない人間だけそれだけだいらない人間などいないいるいる腐るほどいるじゃねえかよなあ本音で話そうや本音でよじゃねえかよ
It was supposed to hurt, numbnuts. We're not playing tag here. Boy, dumber than advertised. They take the fight to the roof, and Sigarin is in full horror mode now, complete with a gun arm. Time to go for the gold. Koga literally kicks this thing around like a metal beach ball and then slices it in two like a nice ripe melon. So Koga has slain the evil horror and the day is saved. Or is it?
やつは一体
ホラーじゃないぞ。そんな気配は微塵も感じなかった。
Koga returns home and Gonza says that Kaoru was asking about him.
そういえば今日カオル様がお見えになりました。
そうか。
これからお会いになられますか。
慌てることはない。会える時には会える。
Koga, man, it's called a cell phone. Maybe you should drag your ass into the 21st century and get one. I mean, living in that mansion, you must be loaded, so you can probably afford one. And the plan. Wait, on second thought, don't do that. Then you'll have Kaoru sexting you at 2 in the morning after one too many shots with the girls. Bad idea. Scratch that. Forget I said that.
それから甲賀様、元老院好きの魔界騎士になられたとか、おめでとうございます。
ああ。
He then grabbed his chest again. Seriously, Koga, you gotta lay off the bacon-wrapped ham for a while. He then sees a strange mark on his chest. This mail tramp stamp is called the Mark of Destruction.
破滅の刻印のようだ。
破滅の刻印だと？それがもし本当ならこうが。お前の命はあとわずかだ。
Looks like Koga's been marked for death. Huh? Huh?
He was innocent, not a charge was true, but the world would never know. Branded, scorned as the one who ran. What do you do when you're branded and you know you're a man? Wherever you go for the rest of your life,
next morning, Koga wakes up to find the mark is still on his chest. You sure you didn't get blitzed on McCollins one night, pass out, and wake up with that tattoo, Koga? It happens to the best of us. He says it doesn't hurt now, but they need to find out who that masked man was. Suddenly, we see a familiar flying fish flying around. Hey, isn't that thing from Red Requiem? Well, apparently it belongs to Koga now, and Zaruba named it Kaoru. Or did he? The real Kaoru shows off her art to potential buyers, and then...
ゆっくりやりましょう。
はい。
美月先生。
ごめんなさい。
Remember earlier when Gonza congratulated Koga on his promotion? Well, he goes to his new job, the Senate, run by the new boss lady, Grace. Hello, Anne from Ultra 7. Still, I'd take her over the creepy swing girls from Season 1 any day. Koga is then introduced to Makai priest Leo, his new assistant. He makes a good first impression on Leo by checking his arms for cut marks. Oh, come on, Koga. You didn't think they'd make the mystery man that obvious, would you? Please, strike that from your mind. I have a feeling this Leo character will have absolutely nothing to do with that masked man. Nope, nada, zilch, bupkis, diddly.
許せ。昨夜何者かが俺を襲った。
で、そいつの腕に甲賀は傷を残した。そいつを確かめたのさ。
僕は白ですか？それとも黒？
Not even gonna swing at that one. Then he welcomes Leo into the fold proper. Welcome aboard, Leo, and here's your first mission. You better write this down. Black tea, venti, no sugar, extra ice. Get on that. Leo shows off a new toy. Hey, it's that chicken walker thingy we saw in Red Requiem. No, actually it's called a Goryu. Leo invented them. With this thing, Makai priests can seal horrors away just like Makai knights. Well, small-scale ones, not the big ones.
ゴリュウは大きな発明だ。
嬉しいです。
Eventually, Koga and Kaoru finally get together to have a tender moment. She shows him her artwork, and he likes it. Naturally, Koga doesn't tell her about his current predicament because she'll just complain and fret, or he's just too proud and stubborn to tell her. You decide.
絵本が完成したらね、一番最初に甲賀に見てもらうから。
ああ。
約束だよ。
わかった。
Oh, I'm getting misty-eyed. What makeup? What's he talking about? Once he gets a new mission, Koga drives out with Leo to track down a new horror. What is this, Garo Miami Vice all of a sudden? Leo picked a name for his Goryu, Colt. During the horror attack, Leo sicks Colt on it, but when he can't get the job done, Leo powers up Colt with a demon spell. I don't know, but that seems unwise.
さっきのゴリュウの力だが。
もともと魔界獣はホラーを利用して作られています。だから術を使うことによって魔界の力を呼び覚ましました。やっぱりそれはルール違反ですか？
魔界の力は人にあだなす魔物を打ち破るためのもの。一歩間違えば人間に危害を与えかねない諸刃の剣だ。俺たちはその恐ろしい力を使っている。それを忘れるな。
Leo wakes up to find Colt gone. It then attacks Koga and runs off. Leo tries to haul him back, but then it runs off like a wild horse. It then attaches itself to a motorcycle and attacks Koga again. What is this thing's deal? Leo tries to stop it, but it's not obeying him. Leo says it tasted his blood, and now it has a taste for human blood. Whoops. Well, I'm sure that had absolutely nothing to do with the demon spell, Leo. Koga barely manages to put this bloodthirsty Colt down, but then someone shows up. An old friend.
ああ。
せっかく受け取りに来たのに。まったく。
Hey! Hey, Ray! Welcome back, man. It's been too long. Could you do me a teeny weeny little solid this season? Try not to sexually abuse any women this time around. Okay? Just a little favor, okay? When Koga goes to tell Ray about the Mark of Destruction, surprise, surprise, he has one too. You always gotta try and one-up the man, don't you, Ray? He never changes. Later, Koga and Ray have a sparring session. Ray tells him that every time they don their armor, the mark on their chest gets worse and takes more of their life energy. He asks if Kaoru knows about it, and Koga, of course, doesn't answer. Speak of Messiah, and Kaoru walks in. Gonzo makes them tea, and Leo is waiting for them outside. Koga introduces Kaoru to Leo, and Ray shrugs off the invitation for tea. Still the lone wolf, I see, Ray. Later, we see that masked man talking to... Gah! What in Die Satan's name is that thing? Looks like the love child of Harley Quinn and Pazuzu. Looks like Lady Gaga after doing meth for 3 days straight. Anyway, this thing serves the Mask of Red Death here. He names it Gigi. Kaoru finally meets her CGI doppelganger and asks why this Makai dragon is named after her. Zaruba lets it slip that it was Koga's idea all along. Koga is so embarrassed by this that he basically rage quits the whole conversation. Once they tuck her into bed, Koga gets another mission. The next day, Leo runs into Kaoru and says that he doesn't want to do said mission, and he's basically playing hooky. Grace tells Koga that he's assigned to play bodyguard to this guy.
Koga, あなたにはこのラテス奉仕の護衛を願います。
わかりました。
ホラーを恐れての護衛だろうが、ホラーにつけ込まれる因果などわしにはない。猿にもできる簡単な仕事です。
ラテス奉仕殿。
これは失礼。しかし、私から見れば冴島甲賀などまだまだ子供です。子供におもりをされてもの。
That guy's a dickhead.
Kaoru and Leo have a nice chat, and she asks to touch Leo's paintbrush. Leo, I wouldn't want to be the one to tell Koga that his lady's been fondling another man's paintbrush, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. That's just not right. Leo explains that the brushes Makai priests used were the ones originally used to stop the horrors before the knights were created. He then has a flashback to somebody. I'm sure that won't be important later. Reverend Lattice and Koga take a ride on a ghost train. Yes, a ghost train. Actually, it's a Mado train, but I'm still going to call it a ghost train because that's what it is. They go to a rooftop and Lattice begins a ritual. But surprise, we have an interloper.
何をする？
こいつらは死人だ。
何？
よいか、霊獣の毛皮を必ず取り戻すのだ。
胸の痛みはどうだ、冴島甲賀。死の恐怖を、絶望を感じているか。かつてホラーを倒していたのは我ら魔界法師。俺は全ての魔界騎士を淘汰し、その歴史を取り戻す。こいつはそのために必要なものだ。
It seems he's angry that Makai Knights are taking over the job of Makai priests, and he wants to return the priests to their former glory. So basically...
They took our jobs! They took your jobs!
They took your jobs!
They took your jobs!
These two battle it out until Koga takes a bad spill down the stairs, but he shrugs it off like the badass that he is. Koga knocks the pelt out of his hands and recovers it in a free fall. He grabs a chain that just happened to be there and saves himself. The masked man then uses magic to blow a huge hole in the side of the building, and then we're treated to an air battle. Man, this fight scene is bordering on the level of one of Peter Griffin's chicken fights. It's going all over the place. And it's just as crazy. The Mask of Red Death tempts Koga into donning his armor, knowing that it will drain his life force. Koga reluctantly transforms, and the masked man has a surprise of his own. He can don armor too. But how? This dark Garo here is called Jakku.
No, we can't go back to Jakku!
Koga goes for a last-ditch effort, shedding his armor and landing safely. The masked man loses his black armor too and escapes, both of them getting half of the sacred pelt. Karu, the Makai dragon, not the girl, goes after the masked man, who easily destroys it. Aw, I'm gonna miss the little dragon fish thingy. Later on, Leo needs to go on a quest to get his brush blessed, because I guess it's running out of juice. Leo holds up a ceremonial sword, which he seems to be using to look for spiritual beasts. Karu wants to go with him, so he reluctantly takes her with him. Sure, put your boss's girlfriend in danger. What could possibly go wrong? Karu wonders if her pain... But hey, couldn't hurt to try. High priest brush. But Leo shoots that theory down almost instantly. But hey, couldn't hurt to try. Karu spots many wonderful sights and colors as Leo heads to where the wild things are. Their journey ends on a rooftop where Leo performs a ritual to re-imbue his Makai brush. Brought to you by LSD. Leo gets his brush fixed and Kaoru holds hers up as well. Both get images of their loved ones beamed into their minds. For Leo, it's that strange girl from before we don't know, and of course, Kaoru sees Koga. Now, I know what you're thinking. This whole thing with Kaoru and the paintbrush may seem pointless now, but trust me, it'll be important later. But before they're home free, a guardian creature attacks them. Leo guards Kaoru as he uses a sword to defeat it and save her life. He makes her promise not to tell anyone, especially Koga, about his proficiency with the blade. Having doubts about all this secret stuff? Me too.
Is she even good at keeping secrets?
Moderate.
No. Oh, God.
After more training, Zaruba then bursts into flames. I didn't know they could spontaneously combust. Who knew? So, you knew that this would happen one day. You knew Zaruba was going to spontaneously combust, and you just let it happen. You're a sick man, Koga. Koga calls in an old friend, Jabi, who you may remember from Season 1, to help out. She decides to help cure Zaruba since her father created everyone's favorite talking ring.
こいつの体内には潜水が流れてる。そいつがよどんでしまっただけのことさ。
潜水？純明の滝？
さすがアモン法師の再来。
頼めるか？
そのつもりで呼んだんだろ？
手を貸します。
必要ないね。
Leo gives her a compass-like device to guide her to the falls. Koga also gives her something, a bar chess piece. Not something usually given by Koga, but she may need it. When she makes it to her destination and fixes Zaruba, she's attacked by the masked man. He's able to take Zaruba from her, saying he needs him.
返せ！
命は助けてやろう。おとなしくここを去れ。
ふざけるな！
He then hides behind his other creations, the Goryuroids, which are pretty much going to act as the grunts for this show. The masked man drones on about how Knight's bad, Makai priest good, blah blah blah. He's going to put the priest back in control and he needs Zaruba to do it, blah 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 blah. Holy hell! You are such a broken record! For the love of all that is evil, man, get a hobby! Go to a bar, socialize! Take up macrame or something. God, get your life together. They then have a CGI elemental battle and it seems he has Jabi beat. He offers her to join him, but she refuses. Jabi then uses the bar chess piece Koga gave her to summon his horse, Goten. She destroys the monolith and then manages to steal Zaruba back and gets away.
いつか俺の考えが理解できたならば、お前を喜んで迎え入れよう。
ザルバ、大丈夫かい？
ああ、おかげさまでな。
それより甲賀にはこのこと言うんじゃないよ。
なぜだ？
余計な心配かけたくないからさ。
分かった。命の恩人の頼みだ。
おや、潜水だけじゃなく気持ちも入れ替わったかい？
All this secret keeping and hiding stuff from the main character, ugh. I'm shocked that Eno didn't write this. And no, before you asked, he didn't. I checked. We're safe.
シャビ、礼を言う。
これで恩を返せたとは思ってないよ。
いや、よかった。本当にようございました。さあ、それでは朝食の準備をしてまいります。
私お手伝いする。
いえ、結構です。
新しいオムレツ考えたの。甲賀。
なんだ？
私が言うのもおかしな話だけど、魔界奉仕にはくれぐれも気をつけな。それからこれ、あいつに返しておいてくれ。とても役に立ったとね。
Could it be?
Could it be that simple? Have we overlooked the obvious? Probably.